Welcome back to Big Bake 8 Gaming, back with one more video. We are turning back to Final Fantasy 16, our final act. So I do appreciate you guys coming on. So we're going to do the final, do all the side quests. Technically we can just go to the next quest, the main quest, but, you know, we'll miss out on a lot of stuff.
Did you know that it was I who convinced His Imperial Highness to join you in Stone here? All right, it may be that he was of a mind to do so already, but it was I who told him where you'd be.
Alright, Uncle Byron.
Origin, he called it. But the origin of what?
That is a good question.
What is it? It's the end, is what it is.
Yeah, she's not wrong. If Ultima has it his way, but we ain't letting that happen.
It's not often our entire merry flock returns home to roost at once. I expect I should be wishing you good luck.
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
Hypnosis, maybe?
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck, then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
Origin.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Varisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature, that they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon.
Well, the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
More side missions to help people out.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archaea above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, back some control.
Joshua seemed upset.
Unless you've taught our chocobos how to fly, I won't be scouting this one for you, Clive. You're on your own, but not alone.
There is much to consider.
Like what, Dion? No quest yet. Oh, I don't even have to tell them, just go out. And cutscene.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that.
Defiance.
And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
We can merge and get there.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
You
Lest
barely
you
can stand
forget,
too.
you go to stand against a god.
Allegedly.
I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is.
Yep, chill. And
But their icons
Hugo.
no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more.
Yeah.
Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
Alright, 3 dominance against Alien.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
Exactly. Gotta make sure all of us make it out in one piece and alive.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back.
Yes.
And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Yeah, talk to the wife.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima will wait.
Oh yeah, because I have to go to trigger it.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Oh, we got more stuff to do. Oh, we got some stuff.
Yep. What's Sancfordian, dear?
Defender, okay. Stronger than Ragnarok. And I can't increase Ragnarok's Defender.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Some bracelet. Okay, blade that. There's a Defender 2. Oh yeah, I need clutch mines. I'll get that eventually. Little bull, the sons of little bulls. Didn't I buy? There it is. Yeah, I did buy it. I have it. I have one son's bracelet, and there's 2.
Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later.
Alright. Circle of Heaven. I need more clutch
Anything
mines.
else?
It's a cool looking sword here. The blue version is his father's sword, actually. Oh no, she's in my room, yeah. Let me look. It looks like it, but not really. So here's Defender, and then Invictus. Oh yeah, it is a blue one. It's a little different, but yeah, it's definitely a blue one. Yeah, it's a little bit different, but yeah. Thought it looked familiar. Well, we got some more notes to read. Our mail. New life. So without occasion running and straggling, add the back safe to the Shallow coast were made of this way kind of enterprise. Which one? I think the poor lass is open little button tells her life the way she wants her the life she wants to be disposed to a certain end. The little one gets it. Talk to the wife.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea.
Alright. Let's just compare it to his younger self.
You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Aww. It's a girl like Jill, guys.
It's almost time.
And now all of it.
Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Now we got all of our quests open up like floodgates.
Clive? Do you have a moment?
Of course. Always.
Always for
I
you,
wanted
Jill.
to give you something.
Is this?
I stitched it from the cloth you gave Hortense. The piece she said you liked best. I told her I used to enjoy needlework, but I didn't think she'd remember.
It's beautiful, Jill. You didn't have to.
When I was very little, I recall my mother telling me that young ladies of the court would give knights ribbons from their hair before they went off to war. I still wear mine, so I made you this instead. Red is the color of passion. The fire in your heart.
It's a fire icon.
Fierce and bright, it binds you and your brother. You and your friends. You and me.
Our bond. May it never be broken.
And may it ever bring you back to me. I will always, always be here.
Aww.
Thank you, Jill.
Velvet handkerchief.
What is it, Clive? Somewhere in the back of my mind.
Ultima dies or we do.
I know. Thank you. And so for now, be strong, Clive.
So show multiple.
What's on your mind, Clive? I'm always with you, Clive.
Oh, she sounds she's about to cry. Don't do that, Jill. In the mood. And not to his fly of his antelope bones. What's wrong with Torgal?
What is it this time, Torgal?
Yeah, I know, right? Search the milestone. Oh, I know this one. This one's a very controversial one. But Lieutenant, I haven't asked for burn. I ask that you aid in a personal manner, beneficial to your cause. Assistance to agent text. Mere possession deemed a crime with a chance to counter for one such tome from a distance that sparked with me a scholastic curiosity that burns this very day. Unless you reclaim that text, should you require for an incentive? No, that I'm only offering conversation. Well, just renown, but
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
oh, it's not. I believe it's something a little bit very unfortunate and some messy business. I think he's good. So we're gonna upgrade this. Yeah, mesmerize and be my new go-to. I do love Ice Age. No cap, I do love Ice Age. But for my fast, speedy way. Oh, see, it's grayed out. I can't. We'll see if it says anything if I try to use it. Uncle Byron.
Huh.
Your father will be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know he'll be up there. He'll be with us up there.
As for down here,
Take comfort and knowledge that the realm is going to keep until you return. Indeed, Three's company.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw.
Does it matter if the world estate is
I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Okay.
Ah, Clive. This is it then, brother.
Our last dance of Ultima waits. Only the founder knows.
Indeed.
Where we find we shall overcome, and not to disappoint our friends. They all believe in you, Clive. They will follow you to the ends of the earth.
You're wrong.
My friends will follow me. They spur me on. Couldn't have made this far without them. Nor without you, brother. You gave me your blessing, made me your shield. Without you, I don't know how I would even survive. Even if we were apart, you were always with me. I trust you'll be with me now to the end.
Of course.
That may be. There's a will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
Right?
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Sure.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Courage, Ifrit. My decision is made.
I should carry your brother to Origin, that the Lesage name might live in honor and not infamy. Even if I should not. Your Highness, you're not.
You said it yourself.
This is a journey which I may not return, and yet I'm resolved to go. Ultima took much from me, and he means to strip us all of what little we have
He
left.
must be stopped.
Whatever the cost.
He must.
Thank you, Your Highness. Here's over. He says your brother. Save your thanks when this is over. Exactly.
Make ready.
Yeah, this is endgame.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Then we'll go together, my dear.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
There's this part where we tried to go and they told us, oh, just keep going.
How long has it been since the jailers of Balmung abandoned their charges? Without food or water, they won't last long.
True. That part where we were gonna go to Waloed. Let me see if I pull it on a map. I want to say here. Yeah, here's where we at. Yeah, we went to the castle Bowser there. Yeah, here it is.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
Yeah, right?
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav.
Yes.
And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
I won't go that far, but...
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Trial and error.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Right? Let's see, we got any... Still nothing, alright.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated. Clive. Well, Clive?
Are you resolved to brave the coming battle, no matter the cost?
I am.
Only with Ultima's death we have true freedom. We kind of need to teach this world the truth.
Naturally.
I'll need you to do something for me in turn. Come back to us in one piece. For I'm gonna recount the true history of the world without a first-hand account of heroics, those who fought to change
I
it.
shall...
We shall be praying for your safe return. Thanks.
Harpocrates knows of the tome I seek. Whether what he has to say makes you happy to have agreed to help me is another matter.
Oh, great.
I do so enjoy our little chats.
If you've got something to ask, ask.
Trust you go pick a fight with a bleeding god. I didn't sign up for all this excitement, you know.
No.
Sid did say the higher us would be too happy with us to try and change the world. But you got me there, and it ain't as if I have anything better to do. No more lip out of me. And that's that lip that keeps us on our toes, I know.
Is that right?
I better start looking for something else to moan about then at night. No one around here is bold enough to, or daft enough to say I'm fit for an actor's yard. Sure as hell I ain't getting any
Might be
younger.
time to take a step back.
The virgins spread their wings. Young goes as bright as inside of a barrel, but his heart's in the right place. His constant failures never seem to dim his spirits either, which can be dangerous in its own right. Reconciling my vicinity to me when I was his age.
If it weren't for Sid.
Give me the room to fall and a hand to help me up again. I never would have changed. Maybe I've been leading goots to leading gouts to leading gouts. So we made this far.
Off you go then.
Yes. Well, let's see what you guys talking about.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Oh.
May the goddess go with you.
Clive. Here you go. Always something in there.
It always is. Someone has multiple talks.
How can I help you, Clive? What I truly like.
Share my knowledge of healing a hero with the realm. Every cure like a medicine to a child. Knows nothing of medicine.
But teach her medicine.
Certainly a world without miracles doesn't become so frightening.
And no sooner have your wounds mended.
You find an excuse to go charge into one torn to breach. But only because my wounds are mended. I send the expert administration the best healer this side of the belt. Save your honey tongue for jail. Hey! Hey, I like you too. Come on, Talia. You're talking about killing that god.
While I may not have Gav's nose.
I know danger when I smell it, and this plan reeks to high heaven. This will be the last time, I promise.
That's what I'm worried about.
You fool. Thank you. Don't you think I'd rather stitch 1,000 cuts than never stitch one again?
I do.
Thank you.
Try to stay out of trouble.
She said save your honey tongue for Jill. Hey, you should know about that. What we do. Hey, it's Edda.
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home.
Yes, my lord? His Grace and I.
Often spoken on our travels, saying of his remains with me even now. Duty is the enemy of freedom.
At first,
I thought he spoke of his own plight, that though he was able to rule the land again, his duty to unbound our faults would prevent him from truly being free. I could understand he not spoke of himself, but of me.
It was my duty to him.
That his grace judged to be applicable in my own freedom. I believe that is why he bade me to remain here, that I might be released from my duty to him. A few others in the position would care. A lot of care as a humble attendant to weigh heavy upon them.
My lord.
You're resolved to go then?
I am.
And so is Joshua. I know you fear for him, but I'll do everything in my power to keep him safe.
I do not doubt it.
You've always been his first shield. I was only his temporary protector, not his grace has bade me to protect the hideaway instead, and is what I shall do.
Thank you, Yode.
May you return safely.
My lord, both of you.
Have care, my lord.
As she says, I think I'm gonna start just doing quests now.
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion. When all along he was here, standing right beside me.
Okay. Oh, we got quite a lot. Alright, so what should we do first? This has 2. This has 2 as well. Let's do one with battling. Let's do that. Oh, you know what? This is actually better done. So I think I only got... Oh, I do have Joshua with me. Alright, cool. Let's actually do the Tabor one. Oh, I got some need over here?
Welcome, welcome.
Ooh. You've been meaning to buy all these.
Of course. It's a deal. Got anything else for me?
Alright, so. I think I still got money, yeah. Experience and money. Yeah, we need guild more than anything.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord. Prithee enter.
Stole this.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here.
Aren't you sending this one?
If you would do us the honor, my lord.
My beloved sons, I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet, even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the blight still looms, and only with all Rosala striving as one might we last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but though the obstacles that stand in our way, it shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and I offer you another, that you might be reminded of love and the faith that I hold in you, and hold for both of you, your father, Archduke Aldwin.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate. What are these plans he spoke of?
A legendary sword?
His plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the burning quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He's ahead of the curve.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
Right?
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it, at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Okay. Alright, let's see.
This is the Required Tree, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
So if you want to pause this, that'd be great. If you want to read all this. To activation, instruction of Velcroy, Draco's Deep, direct content of Monolith, second order archaeology. Alright, let's see this one. Alright, make sure you pause that. Mackie and Wing, Hugo Kupka's Man the Rock. Deeper connection between the tribe and Titan remains unclear.
The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea. They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
That's like something to be a DLC related. Cyril's guess.
My lord, your grace.
She's an old lady now.
I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more?
Yeah, how'd you survive?
What exactly is the gift you bring?
Yeah, it's legendary sword, hopefully.
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear.
Yeah.
Matching armbands for you both.
Armor, okay.
Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed.
Yeah,
He had
sadly
intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it.
Oh.
It is found in the bellies of elder griffins.
Oh,
you see.
some ballad.
We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
The griffin your father meant to slay is currently nesting in Titan's Wake, not far from here. Slay it in his stead, and claim the Heartstone that he could not.
Ah, here it is.
Come on.
Time to ride. Chocobo time. Thought that'd be a little bit, give me a little bit more bigger box to grab that. Collision detection. Wait, what?
Enough of you, are there?
Alright, get off. Let's go. Oh, I can't even use it, yeah. Well, I was hoping to see, like, oh, he's gonna do something. Nope. It just blocks it out. Darn it, I hope we get away with it. I do favorite quick spell, actually. No more orcs.
Nice peel, Joshua.
There he is.
There it is. For House Rossfield.
Oh, that's like Garuda's special attack. Whoa. Gotcha. Hey, you in the air too.
Nice try.
Ooh, air one. Get up there. Kingslayer.
Nice try.
Yeah, I should be tired out by then. Gotcha.
Too slow.
Gotcha. Got it. Heartstone. Griffers often suffer something akin to crystal's curse, their flesh slowly turning to stone over a lifetime of channeling ether. Unlike bears, however, the effect is far more gradual and limited to a sac around their hearts. A slower progress of petrification resulting in the formation of a gem of rare beauty. Ah, that's what's called a Heartstone.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Godotha will know.
Oh, she's not gonna... Are they gonna make me go? Like, just fast travel me back? Oh wow, alright. Well, I guess she's not that far, but... It seems weird they just didn't give it, just let me do it, but alright.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
2 of them.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace, Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Okay.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us.
Yep.
I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
Thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning. I remain your faithful servant, my lord.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Should we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Yeah, young Joshua was the one that saw his dad's demise. Founder's Grass, oh yeah. After those picture adorning rests on the mythical founder of the ancient Gravens, Archduke Elwin intended to gift these bands his beloved sons after their coming of age, that they might serve to remind him of the unbreakable bonds they share as scions of the ducal line and the unwavering devotion that would be required to see their duties done. Alright. Is there something else here? Let's just get everything done with Tabor now. What you got for us?
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
Yes, let's attack that.
So you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes.
That is the move that Barnabas uses on the, I think, the third state of the boss battle.
I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the third chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the Firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
You need other undying too.
When last I heard from him, the third chair was bound for Mickleburg. If you mean to seek him out, my lord, I can think of no better place to start.
Travage, they got something new there.
I have some things for sale.
Ah, Breath of Darkness, Dancing Steel.
Thank you. Go safely now.
No.
What are you looking for?
Heaven's Clown.
A fine choice.
Ooh, that is burning my dough. Oh yeah, I gotta have these too.
You've a discerning eye. Many thanks. May Gilbert smile upon you.
Good day, Clive. When we fled our childhood home,
we left not only our family fortune, but the names our parents gave us. I became Louise and my brother Theodore. Ah, so they couldn't track them. We had nothing to our new names, but a hatred of the system that would have seen my brother enslaved. That hatred gave us due purpose. We swore to save not only Theo, but others like him. In order to make good his ambition, we needed two things, money and trust. We found work and saved the money we needed to begin buying bearers their freedom. We told them that their freedoms were their own, that they could stay with us. We would feed them, house them, and pay them for their labor. Or they could leave, and we would grant them safe passage wherever they wished to go, and that we engendered trust. Once earned that trust proved unshakable. So much that those who chose to stay with us, but it was always Theo they trusted most. They loved him, yeah, because he was a bearer too.
I loved him.
And continue his work, our work. Legacy.
Did I tell you?
From the map of catching among Theo's things, he had written some words of a boundary, a new dream for when the nightmare ends.
That was what he wanted.
And in the torment that the bearers of realm has long been forced to endure in the beginning. So Theo lost his life to pursue that dream. Those who remain.
No matter how hard it might be,
or how long it may take, I will make his dream a reality.
The Dominion has fallen.
Backlash streets now the cries of the fleeing destruction and the bitter rejection those forced to take them in. And things that seem likely only to get worse. Ada 15 to swallow great swaths of the Republic. Grows our everyday disagree with those, and the end is nigh. But what is the end of the world? As you know, if not opportunity to create a new one, our work is only
the Crimson Caravans must set an example.
We must use skill, strength, knowledge. Theo and I have learned over the years to see that all who come here continue to be fed and watered. If there is nowhere left to run, we make sure that place which we find ourselves a place of refuge.
It is our job to keep the hope alive.
If we don't, who else will? True
Take care of yourself, Clive.
Actually, I will go back. I think that's it for that. Well, we can go back for that, but okay. There it is. It's over here.
Wavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Wait, what? Whoosh! Strained out. There we go. Oh, both it. Charge lift shot and that. Well, 50 is the original maximum level. There it is.
Too slow.
There we go. Ah. Chokeholds and stuff.
It's just back there.
Yeah, since he can be buried in a royal castle crypt.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
You were just a young sickly boy.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
Before or after you were an imperial slave just murdering people for survival?
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
He said something. Oh man.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
When there is a will, complete. Battle Rusted Helm. Archduke Elwin's helm worn during his victorious campaign to quell the northern uprising. War is coming, my boy. We must make ready. I think. Oh yeah, I get my last item. Cool. All right. So get back to the hideaway. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua is joining Clive's party. Will remain party until the party for Origin. Cool. All right. And don't forget Torgo. Come here, puppos. Yo, doggo.
Get it, boy.
Yeah, like streets. In loving memory of His Grace the Most Righteous Elwin Rossfield, Archduke of Rosaria, conqueror of the Northern Territories, shield against the scourge of the Southern Seas, defender of the flame of the Phoenix, who kept his light burning throughout the long winter of his slumber. Now you sleep, but your flame burns still. Aww. Yeah, she wouldn't let him be buried. Pretty sure, yeah. She did betray the husband, so that'd be very, very uncharacteristic for her to let him be buried in a royal castle or the grounds. Regicide.
What are you after?
That's all the DLC stuff. I'll get that once I get me some more money.
That all, is it?
Alright. Alright. Yeah, Eastpool and alright. Let's get some more going. I know there's quite a few. There's 3, Duties Undying 2. Nobody's Tool. There's one more. I think there's one more I need to do in Ash. Let's look here. Did we do Tomes? I don't think we did his, did we? Not yet.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Right, huh?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or,
conspiracy.
so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people.
Inventions? People?
Disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Yes.
My hunt was doomed from the first.
Right?
What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But
Though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Good morrow to you, my friend. Ah, yes.
Resolution then? Dion will carry us.
Indeed.
A feat befitting the final act. I congratulate myself to live long enough to see a feat in itself for a man of my years. But to be serious, there's no small feat to march against fate, Clive. You must be certain of your footing, lest the winds of destiny divert you from your course.
Then go.
And do what you must.
Having never visited, I cannot tell you exactly where in Garnick my friend's lodgings lie, but he did mention they were some distance from the road. I make no guarantee that you will find what you seek there, only that it is the best and perhaps the only place left to look.
I see, let's level
I don't
up.
believe you've read this particular chapter before. What subject shall we consider today?
When you lay down your short pads, you might consider picking up the quill.
You are always welcome, Clive.
There's another missive again. Alright. Concern for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, also she weighs heavily on her heart. We've put four friends, indeed, that we seek to line low, but aiming for a fraction of the part for the sky. Speak of this more in private.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Oh yeah. Wifey Jill's always a priority. The wages of fate. Do you remember what you told me tonight, Phoenix Gate, that the fate rested on my shoulder? The fate of his dominance sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? The flame of the forebears in our heart. Should I protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. So not what Father would have wanted, what Sid wanted, to cast aside fate and fortune on past. Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. But Jill's good. She ain't saying nothing, right?
It's not time yet, is it?
Not yet.
Be strong, Clive.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course.
Well, we're super close.
Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it
Sir
seems you and
Murdoch.
Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive? I can't say my travels ever took me back to Man's Hill. I'm curious to see how it has fared.
Okay. And the last one we can grab.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've
Blazing
received
Beacon.
and everything promised?
The Rory Hearth. If a drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploit has made its way across the sea to the great continent. Oh wow. What is more, she claims those are those who will see you flourish, herself being one such woman. Aww.
All yours.
Ooh, gives me more HP, I believe. No, 5% damage. Oh, that's a good one.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Alright, let's get some more. See if we get some in the area. Hit some of these areas at the same time. There's someone up top, too.
What do you think happened to Miss Middledore? I heard she was kicked out of the university.
Gossiping children.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledore. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the
no,
clouds.
You didn't. You did not say
well,
that,
she
boy.
does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonear.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Middeldore's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Middledore back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Yeah, it's a lab.
Thanks for the warning.
Aiming high.
Miss Shirley says we're not allowed in the dungeon. But Miss Middledore doesn't mind.
When you return, would you mind teaching the children another lesson? They did so enjoy your last.
What's wrong, Mid?
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand...
Oh, godfather,
I'll be
what?
happy to take it. First, I'll need oil. And not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown.
Spits.
Refined stuff, like they make in Ordill. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
Seriously?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
They make an oil down at the docks in Ordill that's as slippery as the sea nasties they render it from. With that and the bone I told you about, I shall be able to finish the prototype.
I think someone
Has
up here.
Midadol mentioned a new project yet? Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
A regular young bear and an old bear. They look kind of alike. Maybe her mom and daughter. Mother and daughter. Oh yeah, this is a...
Let them be forgotten.
Yeah, this is a messed up one too.
Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now.
Good job, random.
I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory.
Yeah, I was there.
Or rather, I was held captive there.
Yes, captive.
It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
Oh wow.
I can't imagine.
Barnabas.
So many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
No, I'll go instead. Yeah, you guys have shown that they're not as powerful. Even though they can wield magic, they are not as powerful even as, you know, other magic users are dominant. Well, naturally, dominance, yes, but yeah, I thought they would be super more powerful, be able to combine their sword martial arts with their magic, but they're not so good at that.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Yes, with orcs
Sid,
and everything.
Please, even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
But not yet. Okay.
The plains of Vida Grace have haunted my dreams since I escaped from the orphanage. I can't say I was looking forward to returning.
Yeah, and especially be just a death sentence for you guys, since you're not that super powerful. Is there? Yeah, there's another one over here. I guess I can go over there and do it. Yeah, it's down here. Okay. Hey, Torgo, what you doing, buddy? Hey. Hey, what you doing? You got a quest for me, buddy? Hey, Torgo. Just looking aimlessly. You okay,
Finding
Torgo?
for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
Oh, he forgives us.
Let's get that thing off you.
Oh, wait, what? You don't want it off him? Guess he attached to it now.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed.
Right?
You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
Oh.
You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
10 years.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you.
Really? Really? I mean, we talk because they're humans. Guess he just wants food and pets and belly rubs. He's a dog. I guess he doesn't. He doesn't talk back
Say
like
what
the
you
rest of
will.
us.
Lady Karen has seen our shelves haven't gone bare.
Yes, but how long will it last?
Oh.
Leaving you up to there.
It's hardly everything.
There's plenty still to be done down here. Like seeing to our stores can make Lady Karen save. Only you can do that.
And I will. I promise.
Don't let Nanka know harm, no matter
You can
what.
count on me.
And we're counting on you to come back safe and sound.
Be careful out there.
Well,
I did it, Sid. I made friends with all the animals in the hideaway. But you know what I'd really like? My own goblin. Or maybe a marble. Or a bomb. But only if it was a big one. That or a bander curl, but not a cactuar. They're too prickly.
yeah, you're looking to get in a body bag, jacking.
So, what'll it be?
So we got that, so we're fine. I can wait on that. I'm still itching for this. I need one more dark steel, that's what I really want. But it only costs 3. So what I'm going to do, so I believe I have 4, right? No, I actually have 3. Never mind, that's it. I can't. I was like, ooh, I could just do one. I was like, nope, I need all my Ari column.
First the skies, then the crystal.
Hey, what's up?
What next? The advent of Great Krieger herself.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Sid's back, isn't he?
Yeah, we're good.
Trouble with your gear, or crack the crystal?
kill a god, save the world. I miss anything? No, that's pretty much the plan, right?
Not a very good one.
Not a very good one, if you ask me.
But then,
I can't say I had much practice killing gods. Now, forging a kit to kill a god, I might be able to help you with. Reckon it's at least I can do for you after all you've given us. And that is more than enough, yeah. You can think when you get back. Yeah.
you do what you need to do, Clive.
We will. What did Karen say about it?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up.
You say goodbye.
Ta-ra, then.
For now, you better come back, or I'll fly up there and drag you home by your ear.
Thank you, Karen.
Didn't think you find the thought appealing. Alright, look. Just don't die, alright? A change in leadership is bad for business. You're off to kill a god, so what? You've done everything else you put your mind to, haven't you?
You can do this too.
Aw, thanks, Grams.
What are you still here for? That poor hand of yours is suffering. Coin purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy.
Yeah, no. Sorry, doggo.
Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west. Toward Rosaria.
Yeah. You can say a speech, doggo?
Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Alright. Alright, let's see. What you got for us, Ronan?
Alright, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Really?
Only if you earn it.
Right?
It needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better.
Yes.
You know what an adamantus is?
Yeah.
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Carava, near old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Normally I wouldn't recommend going anywhere near an adamantus, let alone one that's had a few centuries to let its temper simmer. They're mean bastards, and they only get meaner with age. Why do you think the village of Old Bidza was abandoned?
Alright, no more. Alright, so quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Let's get you guys a look at Cinco Kukin, of course. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so let's see. You know what, since it's a bit more in the fields, let's do all of Rosaria, actually. Or, you know what? Yeah, we can... Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Yes. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's just Lich. Oh, I thought it was the other one. Gotcha. Gotcha. You got flare. Jeez. Demolished. Or rowboat.
It's still here. After all these years.
Yeah, after 20 years?
Lots more than I remember.
Yeah, or you're a lot bigger.
You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Brace you there. I bet I could still beat you.
Missed.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Let's climb up the sea. Young Clive. Baby Torgo, puppy Torgo.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here?
Huh.
My sparring sword.
Sparring sword.
Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Aww.
Thank you, Torgal.
What type of faithful, loving dog like
never
that?
Giving up. For never forgetting.
Puppy to a dog. Yeah.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Hmm?
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
Such a bully doggo. But we're gonna pet you regardless.
Torgal. I think I know where we're going.
To look towards Rosalith's castle.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
More than words, complete. Char's sparring sword. Clive's old sparring sword, salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of the Iron Blood invasion. 18 winters pass. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Rodney Murdoch. Clive Elsbane. Alright.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
I thought there's something more here. Oh, now I hold the third. Now Joshua's here. Sharp fangs. There's more stuff here. I think it's just that, I believe. So swords, they got some in here, a stool. Seraphina's Gate looking for him. Yeah, he's no ordinary dog. Yeah, most dogs don't live past 20. And now those are gone now. Yeah, it was boarded up before.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but... it's the only place I know of.
Knew of
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Let's get all we need here. Get some of this oil. I believe it's at the other place. Over here, where this is at.
It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
Yeah. Nope.
Quiet.
Man, trying to find this oil.
Have care.
Okay. Is it over here? That makes sense. Ah, here it is.
This should be enough.
I'm gonna get these goblins out for tainting this poor salvage place. Good job, brother.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Right. I don't think he has anything to just say.
You alright?
Oh, here.
About that.
Is there any way I can do to help kill this Ultima bloke? Just say the word. You can promise to take Sid's name off my hands.
Oi!
Hey, don't even joke about that. No. Anyway, I thought you said you hadn't finished with it yet. I did, didn't I? Now, if you wanted to give me a granddaughter or something to rival your Sid the Outlaw, that'd be a different story.
Let's see.
Gav the Magnificent, Gav the Almighty, Gav the Lionheart, something along those lines. I'll leave that to you to decide. I'm sure you're more than capable of choosing the perfect moniker for Sid's right-hand man.
You off then?
You look like you could do with a drink. Oh, keep your mug handy.
Yes, Clive does like to drink.
Say what you
I wonder if he
will.
can drink more because he's a dominant. He can burn it off faster. Or he can develop it while being in slavery.
That should tide us over until the new moon.
To forget about his troubles and woes. He probably did that. Made himself numb to everything. His father, his brother, his kingdom. That sounds about right. Fredica.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Cid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Oh, Blight's claimed another one.
Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
The winds that blow across the Royal Meadows from Oilefeist Bay are strong indeed. Strong enough for snow daisies, it seems.
Snow daisies may be beautiful, but they are really quite deadly. I wouldn't recommend eating one.
Oh, wait, what?
You needn't worry about the backyard, Cid. We're here, so you don't have to be.
Yeah, but you sent me on many missions to kill monsters that you guys expect me to do.
A few more of these, and the Deadlands will seem less dead.
These flowers are beautiful. Pity we have to boil them all down to make medicine.
Well, people need to live.
These leaves should have withered long ago.
But we've found a way. Life has found a way.
So that's a purifying machine.
I'll see that you're properly watered and manured, Martel. For as long as I'm able.
Oh, we got quite a few here. Okay.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
The Dame actually cares about this town, unlike the Duke. He's only interested in picking our pockets to line his own.
And what can I do for you?
Anything good? No, that. Oh, no, wait. If I can have that.
Times may be hard, but I can't play favourites.
Oh, no, I don't have enough money. Oh, jeez.
Come back again.
That's what
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
I would speak with this Duke about the demands he's made of me and my fellow traders.
Yeah? And why would he want to speak with you? Now piss off.
Oh, no, yeah, you're not talking to me that if you're gonna take my money.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Because he handed it in along with his sword. Said he'd find a better way to protect the town.
Hang the Duke and bloody garrison. The bastard's naught but a craven who'd rather hide behind his toy soldiers than fight.
Mm-hmm. Well, most nobles do.
What say you then? Will you stand with me against my father?
Sabine.
Of course we will! This is our town!
Hey, his popularity isn't going so hot.
How long will it take to repair Caernarvon?
That depends, your lordship. Much of the fort will need rebuilding entirely.
Yeah. Which money you don't have.
Good girl.
There they are, the snow daisies.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there. Quiet. Look, brother. You see them?
I do. Ours and our friends.
Yeah, get down here. Boom! Blah. Progress over this more?
What do you see, boy?
Ah, this guy. Why do you care about the snow daisies?
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Nice try. Too slow.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Get up there. Wait, we're not done with this guy yet.
Nice try.
Wait, oh, you did. Gotcha.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
He's saying it's bad luck. Or he knows how to read a room. Him and Jill got something going on. fine hound. Two you've been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. He stepped in front of a bloody ranger behemoth and been protecting you. But that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of cuckoo nuts. Did you remember that? Yeah, he is a dog.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
No question to ask. She's like, okay.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted.
Yeah, Annabelle did.
There was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Had Torgo just sleep in there.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me.
No.
And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
Don't know. Not here, though. think I've outgrown the twins.
Yeah, too many bad memories here too.
After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Well, you're a heck of a swordswoman.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Aww. Oh, look at that. Good stuff.
We should probably be getting back.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
You're back in the party? Oh, level up. Level 48. 2 more from the default max level. Something easy garland. A fragrant diadem woven, hand woven by Jill from flowers picked by the shores of Ophelis Bay. I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do. Jill. 2023. Ooh, Shiva's Kiss. Song of Winter, Autumn Gone from Frozen Lips Oblivion. Northern Mercy Rhymes. Reduces cold dust cooldown. No, diamond dust. Not cool dust. Diamond dust. I mean, it's cold nonetheless. Jill joined Clyde's party, remain with him until departing for Origin. Alright. Well, let's fetch our brother right quick. There he is. Yeah.
Brother, I put Father's helm in your chambers. He should be with you when his vision is finally realized.
Thank you, Joshua. For everything.
Don't mention it.
Still no more? I don't think I'm done. I still got a lot more to do before I'm maxed.
Back again? How may I help you today?
Final stand.
One must understand one's place in the world. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Alright, let's do a couple more. I think we're gonna... No, that's... We'll probably decide Demacia later. But we can do North Reach.
The garrison
garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Your town needs you. I need you. I mean, it'd be nice if we could all do whatever the hell we wanted and not end up being torn to shreds by a swarm of fiends. But we can't, so we've got to make sacrifices, just like the Duke of Oriflamme says.
It's not only control of the garrison he wants, it's the whole of Northreach.
Isabel.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Okay, this is much.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire.
Yeah.
That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival.
Oh, jeez.
But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people.
Correct.
He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch.
Yes.
But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
under new management too.
The task of organizing the town watch has been taking up a great deal of Philippe's time of late. And the rest he spends guarding the main gate to the markets. You'll find him there, most likely.
Who's that? Oh, that was Jill. I was like, who's that woman? No, that's Jill.
He'd have our coin, our stock and our stalls, and we're just supposed to hand the whole lot over?
What other choice do we have?
A fight, more likely.
So you are content to abandon the people to their fates? Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Whiny princess.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
Yeah?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Don't get taken out, bro. But now I got Joshua and Jill right now.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Look at Torgal. Torgal's gone.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Regular. Okay, wait. Oh no, they're Kieran. I gotta take them out. Jill, you got it? Yeah, she got it. But she's on it.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. You all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
Oh, jeez.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Come on, Felipe. He wants to be a killer. You're a captain. Does he not have a bunkai? Oh, beef. Let's go.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire.
Empire.
We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore.
Oh, wow.
You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her.
Mm-hmm.
At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla.
Carla.
Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand.
They're like,
Did you hear me? That was an order.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
yeah, fleeing to Caer Norvent, like, coward.
But she is but a common
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
It's more than just people's reputations of what they are or were. The judgment of their character.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Exactly.
Till then, madame.
When the fighting begins, we can take refuge in the barracks. We'll be safe there.
I have served the Duke for many years, and I hope to do so for many more. But I cannot turn my back on these people. Our people.
Exactly.
Captain said to bring our wounded here.
And we'll be ready for them. We've got ointments and linens aplenty.
See that you come back safe, Clive. And we shall do everything we can to ensure the town is still here when you do.
Very good.
Merciful Creaker, wherefore would you forsake me?
Father.
Discontented, he lost his men
I
to
want steel
comment.
in the hands of every man or woman willing to fight.
New recruit. It's now the first time in history a noob has picked up a weapon and went to town and became a hero and legendary.
If any get by, you can trust we'll be here to meet them head on.
Alright.
There are so many of them.
Not for long.
Yeah. First one knocked out. Get out of here. Flashed up.
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
Oh wow, what? Encroaching Undertaker? I gotta take them out. Alright, we got a couple out.
Nice try.
Oh, Joshua! Oh, you guys handled it. Good. Get up there! Oh, light. Iconic vulnerability. Oh, we get light and fire? And ice. Ooh. Oh, Jill! Got him. Woo! Was it too terrible?
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Oh, serene music. Look at that.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
This is called being human.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens.
Yeah, we told you that in this game.
I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far.
Yeah.
I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Mm-hmm.
You too are a friend of Madame Isabel's, are you not? A sellsword won over to the cause by her brave example. Remarkable.
I only wanted what was best for Northreach, for Sanbreque, and I still do. But this time, I will go about things the right way, in concert with others, rather than in spite of them.
Thanks for your help, Clive. We couldn't have done it without you. Now all we need is for their eminences to start pulling their weights.
Yeah, noble. Good luck with that with nobles.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last.
She's hard in too.
For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again.
Oh, wow.
And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief, shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
Not easy doing that with your past.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Enough love for me and Jill. Come back from the journey, we'll just have a life of our own, wandering the world. Well, sign. Ooh, she gave me Orichalcum. Oh, nice. Okay. Emblem of the Veil, North Reaches. Famed town of ill repute. The town is the gateway to the imperial capital of Orphan, where waves of old money and new lap against the opposing sides of the Great Wall. Progress. No longer progress requests are no longer limited. Oh wow, what?
We have brought Northreach together. Now the fight begins to keep her together. For if this town is to survive, we must all play our part. Including you, Clive.
Progress requests are no longer limited. That means there's no cutoff? Cool. I'm assuming that's what it meant and said. We got one more in Northreach, but I think we might be at our end. But I got one more piece of Orichalcum, so we're gonna forge something.
So what do I owe the honor?
So that gives me 4.
What do you want?
And I only need 3 to forge the weapon. Okay. I'm thinking Ouroboros, yeah, because I think Ouroboros because I still have Sun Ouroboros. That's pretty good. Defender 91 and 30. 95 and 32. Alright, that's better. Sun bracelet. It's kind of useless now. I got that. Just one.
No scratches, right?
Ouroboros. Crafting. We're gonna do sun, but no, I'm doing a weapon. Alright.
I will not forget this kindness,
oh, yeah,
my lord.
Same thing.
I shall go to Eastwood. But as soon as the rebuilding...
Hey, Jill.
What's on your mind, Clive?
So you remember that day on Man's Hill?
So long.
Our lives have been defined by laws, but our memories, those no one can take. And if they are truly the only things we belong to, then I want more.
So when this is over,
let's try the world, make new ones, and I will hoard them as a dragon does her gold. For my memories with you are the most precious of all. Aww.
Right.
And love her and her ice powers. The greatest gift. It feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. The afternoon on Man's Hill. First adventure, and somehow I knew even then that would not be our last. I will never forget that day for the simple fact it fills my heart so fiercely. From the moment we first met, you was an important part of me. The half that makes me whole. When times are darkest, you are my light. When I'm lost, you're my guiding star. You are what I need. You are all I need. You're the greatest gift, Jill. Oh, she's such a good poet. That which conquers all. Here, not long removed, when aspiration yourself between us and peril. I sit and pen you another letter, and I try to find the words. Somehow express the gratitude of the entire town. Your good graces. We should pause. You want to read the whole thing. We found strength elsewhere in ourselves, our hardship. Different as a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble. As a bear love his family any less than another man who does his own is the love that united us and gave us true strength. Should every thrall, a Kashik bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight, and we will win. Isabel. Well, Carla, her original name, but she doesn't go by that anymore. Can't believe he had a nerve to call her that to her face. Like, called him a new one. We'll do that a different time. we'll finish with the Empire right now. So we'll probably continue this tomorrow or another time. I would say next time I stream. We're gonna wrap up this quest here.
Got any more of those special elixirs?
I might.
Special elixirs? What are you talking about?
Do you see anything you like?
Yeah, I don't got enough money.
I'll be here if you need me.
The guard are defending.
What? Didn't expect to see me here at the gates. I told you, I'm finished with the garrison. The Duke may be a changed man, but my loyalties lie with the Dame.
Alright, we'll continue this one. But yes, the next we're going to kick it off with a lot of big stuff. In Waloed, there's a lot of big controversy, a lot of dark stuff, so be prepared for that. But yeah, if you do enjoy what you saw, make sure you like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification icon so you know any future videos. And follow me on Instagram, and also check the community tab as well. But yeah, have a good night. Big Bake 8 Man is out. Good night.